I've got 3 vital questions for you. I'll come to these, but first, if you're thinking about retiring early, but you've got some hesitation, here's a couple of reasons to go ahead. Many agree that early retirement eliminates stress from work and allows you to enjoy everyday life, a bit like it's a weekend. But rather than list multiple reasons, I'm going to give you these 2 main ones. The first is your health, and the second is the time you got left. So retirement tends to have 3 phases. First is the go-go years, and these really span from the day you retire until around the age of 70. And this is where your health and your energy levels allow for lots of frequent activities like traveling or hobbies. But next comes the go-slow years, up to about the age of 80, when activities might reduce in frequency. And after 80, I call it that rather not go years. And here there's a significant slowdown that's usually influenced by health or cognitive challenges. So first, let's consider number 1, health. This is a good reason to consider retiring as soon as possible. As we age, our health generally tends to decline. For instance, the average knee replacement is 65. For a stent, it's just under 65. And for a stroke, it's 73. And while this information might seem disheartening, it's important to think about. If you've got both the desire and the means to retire early, but choose to wait until 65 or later, a sudden health issue like needing a stent, it might delay your plans, and more severe conditions like stroke could significantly restrict your activities. So let's consider time. So by the age you're 80, you've likely accomplished many of the items on your bucket list. And since the go-go years usually end by 70 and the average retirement starts around 65 to 67, then there's only a few years left to enjoy it before you really slow down. I mean, imagine being at your best ever gig and the artist decides that there's no encores. Retiring early can extend those active years, giving you more time and energy to pursue your interests while you're young. A friend interested in retirement showed me his income and expenses calculations, and we both agreed he could retire comfortably, but he insisted on working a little bit longer. A few years later, he developed a stress-related heart problem, and he had to retire. The lesson's clear. If you can retire, do it. Time and health always diminish with age. So to retire early, you must have the 2 A's, aspiration and ability. And some might love their jobs despite having enough resources, while others want to retire but they actually lack the means. If you have both the aspiration and the ability, then retire now. Early retirement lets you spend more time on your passions like traveling or hobbies or volunteer or listening to music, going to gigs, and without being tied down to a 9-to-5 job. I mean, save diligently when you're young, spend wisely in retirement, but plan carefully and consult a financial advisor before deciding. Oh, and those 3 vital questions I mentioned at the beginning. So number 1, should Noel and Liam hang up their boots? Number 2, who sang the lyric, "Die young and stay pretty"? And the final one, and it's a tricky one, what line follows the lyric, "I'm wet and I'm cold, but thank God I ain't old"? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and answer my questions, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.